Hello everyone and welcome to Life Transformation UK. My name is Ben and I am here today with a rather strange video for an online coach to be talking about, and that is whether or not life coaching actually works. And in my honest opinion, I don't think life coaching works. But that's not the end of the video. Obviously, I'm going to be going over my experiences with life coaching, also with some of the types of training that they've gone through, because obviously I have gone through some of these trainings myself, learning my own coaching skills, and I was able to come to certain conclusions about the state of the life coaching industry. Now, when I first met with a life coach and hired her to coach me, I had a very, very specific goal in mind, and I made that very, very clear from the beginning, that this is the goal that I wanted to achieve, this is the goal that I wanted to help with. And she said that that was great, and that she would help me to achieve that goal. And then two things happened. Number one, we didn't talk about that goal for quite a long time. I had to do things like complete the Wheel of Life and talk about different areas of my life that I wanted to improve in as well. And that wasn't very useful for me because I had resources and plans in place to address those areas as I was going along. What I had come to this coach for help with was to achieve the goal that I'd stated at the beginning of my life coaching journey with her. And then the second thing that happened was that she began to project onto me the path that she wanted me to take rather than the path that I wanted to go down. Now, I should be clear, I am always open to criticism, I'm always open to feedback, I'm always open to a new way of doing things. But I understood what I needed to do to achieve the goal. What I wanted was support and an outside perspective, so that when things were not going the way that I thought that they would go, that my coach would be able to guide me. What I didn't expect was to be taken by the hand and pulled down in a different direction altogether. And I find that to be a very, very common theme of people who call themselves life coaches. And I think it's a consequence of a lot of life coaches not having to be qualified at all. In order to be a life coach, all you really need are clients. You don't really need any life experience, you don't need any skills. That's why there are 16, 17, 18-year-old life coaches out there. You don't need to have studied, you don't need to have passed any tests, there are no regulations. Literally anyone can do it, and it is an extremely lucrative means of making money, because some coaches can charge high 3 figures, 4 figures, 5 figures, even 6-figure amounts for a coaching package with someone who might not even care about what results you're getting, might not have any idea of how to get you those results, or even have any experience with doing that. Now, that's not to say that that should disqualify somebody from coaching, because everybody starts somewhere. Everyone at some point doesn't have any experience, doesn't have any qualifications, doesn't have an idea of how to coach someone. And in that case, the number one thing that a coach should be is honest. They should really fall back on their personal integrity. Coaching is not a magic bullet, and coaches cannot force a person to achieve the goal that they want to achieve. They also can't force a person to achieve a goal that they don't want to achieve. And that is what I feel this particular life coach that I was working with was trying to push me in a direction that she thought I should go, rather than the direction that I wanted to go and needed help with. After all, I had hired a coach rather than a consultant. A consultant will come in and tell you, this is what you need to do, this, and this. A coach, on the other hand, will ask you what your goal is, and once that's been established, they will help you to build that action plan and help you to find that motivation so that you can work through your plan and adjust it as you're going along. And then, if you're wrong as there's a potential that I am wrong with the way that I'm going about things, that coach will then support you in finding a way that is going to be right for you in terms of completing that goal, but they should not be taking over. And that was what I found in a lot of the coaching seminars and courses that I've gone to and seen, is people wanting to know how to make people do what they want, because they sometimes have this idea that they know better, that because they're a life coach they know better than you. And I know this because this is the frame of mind that I have been in the past, where I thought to myself, well, I know better, I've read all these books, I've done all these qualifications, I've done this and this and this, and I've had all these experiences, so I know best how for you to do this. And that was the most incorrect mindset I could have going into a career in coaching people. Now, I should specify, I do not call myself a life coach just because of the fact that life coaches can literally be anyone off the street, no qualifications, no anything. On the other hand, I have studied for many, many years to get to where I am, and I would never sell myself as anything more than an agent of change, for lack of a better way, or a less dramatic way to put it. My goal is to help others achieve their goals in a meaningful way for them. It doesn't matter what I think, it doesn't matter what I think that they should do. All that matters is that when a client comes to me with a goal, that I help them to achieve it in a meaningful way for them. So when I was going on these courses, there was a coaching exercise where we had to sit down in triads, and one person would be the coach, one would be the client, and one would be observing, and I chose to be the client and to get coached. And I decided on the problem that I had, and I shared it, and I said, this is the outcome that I want. And he suggested an alternative, and I said, no, this is the goal that I want to achieve. I don't want to do anything else in this coaching session other than find out a way to achieve this goal. And he was extremely insistent on me trying it his way, and it actually made me feel very, very uncomfortable in that moment, because I knew that if he was doing that for me and was not getting challenged by the coaching teachers, that was what he was going to bring into his life coaching business. And in the end, in order to just get out of the session as quickly as possible, I agreed to go down the path that he wanted me to go down. I half-assed it, and then I completely forgot about everything that he said as soon as possible afterwards. I said everything that I thought he would want me to hear. No change was made. I didn't get any kind of personal fulfillment out of it. And overall, it was just a waste of my time and his time as well, though he likely does not know that. And I found that kind of mentality to be almost rampant in the coaching community. And it wasn't about what can I do to help this person, it was what can I do to change this person, what can I do to make them see things the right way, in other words, their way. And it is a somewhat pervasive train of thought in the wider coaching world. Now, this is not to say that all coaches are like that, even all life coaches. This is just my opinion. I think a lot of people get into coaching because they want to help people. But a lot of people also get into coaching because they want to learn how to control people. It's the same thing with studying psychology. When I started asking people during my first year of studying psychology at university why they wanted to study it, they generally either said that they wanted to understand themselves or they wanted to understand people. The implication often being that I want to learn how to understand myself so that I can control myself, which is noble, or I want to learn how to understand other people so that I can control other people. And it's natural to want to control things. It's a very, very human response to life. But that can't be what coaching is about. It can't be about controlling people. It has to be about helping them and guiding them. So when you do go out to find your coach, it is so important that you find someone who is there to help you, someone that is there to serve you, someone that is there to bring value to your life rather than you bringing meaning to theirs. So those are my thoughts on life coaching. I do hope that you have found this video useful. I will reiterate again that this is just my opinion on life coaching as an industry. Obviously it's not going to reflect everyone, and you should definitely go out and try and find these things out for yourself. Find a coach that is going to be working with you rather than for themselves. So if you have found this video useful, make sure to leave a like and a comment letting me know what it is that you're going to be doing to transform your life today. But otherwise, thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video very soon.